Pay status, pay status, pay status, pay status Tudo, pay status, pay status, pay status, pay status Tudo. What it is, YouTube? Better yet, what's up, YouTube? I'm gonna drop another educational video for the youngsters out there, for the kids that's coming up. Like, people that's in my daughter's age range, to my nephew's age range, to, my nieces, from little to middle school to high school. Because I know a lot of y'all don't like to listen to y'all parents. Y'all think this world is easy, right? And you think you could do whatever you want to do with no consequences. So let me jump into it. I'm saying like this: if you are an adolescent or at-risk youth, and you like to run with the hoodlums and be with the shenanigans and be a young knucklehead wild and out of control, and you feel like it's cool to join a gang, let me tell you what you finna get yourself into. The element that comes with this street stuff is literally evil. You could call it demonic if you want. That's why I don't understand how certain people, when it comes to this YouTube thing, they get millions of views when they ain't talking about nothing. But, back to what I was saying though. When you join the streets and you jump off the porch, quote unquote, jump off the porch, or you sign up for the streets, aka get put on, you done stepped into the devil's den. And anything goes in that life. I'm gonna tell you, anything goes in that life. So imagine being a regular human being, but you decide to be a gang member or part of the street culture. Do you know how you just committed suicide without, committing it? Like literally putting something to your head or, trying to take yourself out. You know what you just did to yourself? You just limit yourself to where you can and can't go, the things you can and can't say, or the things you can and can't do. Mind you, in this world, ain't nothing you can't do. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't do something, because can't, it shouldn't even be in the dictionary. It shouldn't be in your mental dictionary. But what I'm saying is, you just limit yourself to the way you can live your life. Mind you, we all grow up, we all elevate, and we all grow up out of that lifestyle if you're smart enough. Now, if you're a young dummy and you want to just ride the wheels until the wheels fall off, hey, check this out. 2 things coming out of it, bruh. Or sis, you're going to get a casket, an early casket, a big funeral that ain't going to mean nothing months from now, years from now. And you're going to go to jail for life, or you're going to get a lot of jail time that's going to make you think about the decisions that you're making out there. So moving on. It's like this. Everything that's normal to you in the street ain't going to be normal in the street life. Especially the way things is now. The first thing you're going to do is have to, be a young crash out, because that's what most of these youngsters is doing right now. They crashing out and not thinking about they sense of directions. I done seen way more people online die than I have in real life, because when you living in real life, you really ain't trying to like put on a facade of what you do in your life. Now it seems like with all these hood vlogs that keep coming out, and I watch them, and I be like, bro, where was the camera at when I was going, when I was, doing that? When I was coming through it, it was just like this. You wasn't supposed to be on camera talking about everything you do. You wasn't supposed to be on camera showing weapons and flying drugs, or even just puffing weed, and you on probation. Guess what? That's an easy grounds for a probation officer or parole officer to send you back to jail or violate you. That's why I said this generation, y'all don't think about nothing y'all do. Y'all just do it. And I can say one thing y'all do got better, that y'all did, beat the other generations, meaning my generation and probably the generation before us. Y'all get straight to the money. Y'all know how to get to the money real quick, but the way y'all get into it, it come with way more consequences than you know. So while you out there hustling, bustling, doing your thing, whatever, just make sure you got some money saved to the side, because guess what? It's gonna get real. And the police ain't trying to hear, whatever's in this car, we're going to confiscate and let you go. No, because they're going to take you to jail with whatever they just confiscated. And I'm going to tell you another thing. The person you jumped off the porch with or got into that life with, they going to only be your homeboy or homegirl for so long. Meaning, if they get a bag, like for instance, somebody could come along right now and give them an opportunity and say, look, you want to make $2,500 a day? Of course they're going to say, yeah, I want to make that much money a day. And you know what's going to happen? All they got to do is say, look, that person that you with, hey, take them out the game. Move them off the board. And you got that $2,500. You think it won't get shiesty and cutthroat like that? You're confused if you don't think it's going to happen. You're sadly mistaken if you think it's not going to happen. Another thing, when it get real and the heat is on, and whatever y'all doing and the police is coming after y'all, just know this. You better keep your mouths closed, because this day and age, well, you know what? I can't say that, because in this day and age, you could tell and become a millionaire. We see it with the Lil Woodies. We see it with the Charleston Whites, the 6ix9ines. We see it with these people. So, hey, you might could be, I'm just going to tell you like this. I know California, we really don't deal with snitches too well. And snitches end up coming missing, you feel me? So, that's on you if you want to, take that route. But just know, your homegirl, your homeboy that you hang with every day, you seen them since y'all was kids, so when y'all, did your thing, and now y'all grown. Don't think they won't take the chance to tell on you to get out that situation, because they sure will. And I dislike being a preacher on here, but I gotta say something, because I got nieces and nephews. I have a daughter. And I'll be, rebuking in the name of Yahweh. I don't play like that. But I would not want to see them in a situation where they can't get themselves out of, because they didn't listen to Billy from down the block or Tasha from up the street, instead of listening to their parents or, their loved ones around them, which is their uncles, their grandfathers, their grandmothers, those type of people that really matter in their life. Because when you jump off that porch and you sign up for the devil's den, just know everything you signed up for, it comes with a price. So I don't care if your homie, your big homie, right, or your big homegirl just give you, they say, look, here go, we're going to just say a crazy amount of money right now, which is not really crazy. We're going to say something that's going to make something to kids nowadays. They give you $1,000, here go $1,000. They give you, a little yistle, and they give you your rag of choice, your color, your hood colors. And then, they give you your favorite hood hat with y'all, that infamous baseball logo that we don't own, that we represent to the day we go. They're going to give you all that. And when you get all that, just know there is a return on that investment, because they invested in you to go destroy the streets. But don't think they're not going to call in for that return when things get hectic. Like, it's the money flowing, everybody going to the club, everybody having fun. But when them indictments start coming or them raids start happening, just know you're going to have to volunteer for that. Meaning somebody going to say, hey, look, you ain't get caught. I did, but I'm going to need you to come turn yourself in for me. Now, you can either be a smart one or you could be a straight crash out and go do exactly what they said. Just know that time will come if you're still in that lifestyle. My suggestion is get away from the streets, live your life. Especially if you got kids and you in that lifestyle, it's very stressful. I've been through it. And I didn't even have a kid when I went through it. But I'll tell you like this, it's stressful. One thing, two things for sure. You ain't going to have nowhere to lay your head, because nowadays your homegirls and your homies do not look out for you. On top of that, they'll give you all the weed, drink, all that you want in your life. But let you get into it with your mama or your daddy. Let you get into it with your family right now, and they just say, we cutting you off, we turning our back on you. Go see if Billy from down the street or Tasha from up the block gonna let you live there at their house with their mama. Ain't gonna happen. They gonna be like, what you here for? You can't stay here? Now, a real one, if they really care for you, they'll give you maybe like $600 to $700, $8, and you go get you a room somewhere. But just know you're gonna be staying on either Long Beach Boulevard or whatever boulevard you know. And most of the known boulevards is the Hostros. So if you a female, you want to be a part of this lifestyle, don't think your homegirl or your homeboy won't put you out there to make them some money for the night. Don't think that they won't, hey, I know you down with the opening up to the parties and, with the Freak Deaky show. Don't think they won't throw you under the bus to, hey, my homegirl, she down with it. Hey, tell her we got her. Hey, look, we're going to give you this much. Just, go ahead and do your due. Trust me, I've seen it happen. Females usually end up out there on them boulevards, on them blades, prostituted by their big homegirls or homeboys, especially if you're known for that type of thing. See, when I was growing up, going through this lifestyle, the main two things you have to worry about was people telling on you, people trying to lace you with drugs, and, people betraying you. Nowadays, y'all not, this new generation ain't scared of that. Y'all not scared of that because you trust them and you don't think that can happen to you. Look at all the people that's overdosing from drugs. Look at all this fentanyl that's getting in these drugs that's killing people. You think it ain't real? Where you think they get it from? The source, their homeboys, your homegirls, you think they not going to give it to you? If they know you hustling for it, guess what? They already got it. They probably already contaminated with something. So guess what? You get it from them. You think you good. You get it, next you know, you out. You gone. Another name on a shirt, another name on a gravesite that they going to celebrate for a couple months and they going to move on. Stop thinking that these streets love you, because the streets really don't love you. They don't care about you. And then imagine you got something going for yourself. Imagine you one of them people, because I seen it in the hood vlog. It's this one dude, I'm not going to say his name, I don't even know his name, but it was a hood vlog. And the female pointed out that her homeboy, oh yeah, he get to his bag, he go to work every day, this and that. Just know this. You think they won't cutthroat that boy? I rebuke it in the name of Yahweh. I do not want that to happen to him. But you think the person that go to work every day and not in the hood every day ain't gonna get politicked on or get cutthroated upon or betrayed? You sadly mistaken, because it happens. And as soon as you start figuring out your life and trying to get your life getting your life together, it's gonna always be the same ones that you jumped out the porch. They're gonna say, hey, look, I care for you, but hey, I don't think that's the right route, because the homies and the homegirls gonna look at us crazy and look at us different and treat us different. And the first thing it's like, we know you went through A, B through Z with us on a day-to-day basis. Getting shot at, going to jail, always getting in the brawls and fights wherever y'all go, because y'all want to be, G'd up, gangstered out with your hood hat on, and you don't care. You just got that devil energy in you. You got that. I just call it demonic energy, because I'm telling you, I've seen it. I used to be in that low vibrational state. Once you sign up for that, all that being a person with a heart go out the window. This day and age, I don't know if that get looked down upon, but in my era, that got looked down upon. I'm a 90s baby. So imagine all the stuff we had to go through. So when we sit back and kick back and watch y'all do y'all way, y'all do y'all, it kind of like triggers and offend us, because it's like, bro, that ain't part of the protocol. Y'all not following what protocol was. But at the same time, smartest thing I can tell you is these streets ain't really playing fair. It really don't exist no more, because being a teller now is actually populated and not looked down upon. Doing drugs is actually praised instead of looking down upon, which is kind of crazy. And there's certain other things that I see that's kind of like, thumbs up. When I say thumbs up, meaning getting praised and being, acknowledged, which is not cool. I'm not going to talk too much about it. But I'm just saying, look, it's better to just live your life, move on, get out the streets, go get you a job, bro. Get you a job, find you a career, trade school, If you a nerd and you love phones and computers, get into that. If you could draw, you strike up every day on the wall, you got art. You feel me? You got talent. Go ahead and get you an art class or something. You feel me? Because I'm going to tell you, once the cell doors close behind you, you by your own, Jack. Or sis, you by yourself. Once that lid on that casket closed, ain't nobody coming with you. They gonna cry for a couple seconds to an hour, maybe the whole day. They really care for you. They gonna cry for a month straight. I feel like that if they really care. But let's be honest, ain't nobody gonna grieve nobody for a month straight. Because in the real world, grieving is a real thing. In this generation, they lack grievance. They don't like to grieve for nothing. They love to be high, out their mind. It's like they just seen one homeboy get killed that month, or a homegirl get killed the same month. But then the next week, somebody else dropping. And then the next person dropping. The next person dropping. It turned you numb. So this generation already numb to it. They don't even care. They didn't see probably loved ones go in front of them. They don't care about death. And death is real. Once that lid closed, once the yellow tape is around you and that sheet is over you, bro, ain't no coming back from that. Just like them jail doors. Them jail doors you get a chance to come back from. But once you mess up to where they hit you with that, that good old, that L, or we call it a kickstand, bye-bye, because you don't exist no longer in the world. They do not care about you. So, lesson to the wise, y'all. If you a teenager or a little kid who think the streets is cool, I'm just going to be firsthand. I don't know how many people I've seen said on the internet, and I'm saying it too because I know I'm the person that I used to look up to my uncles, my cousins, my brother, I used to look up to them like, man, I want to be part of that. Not to know that I'm already born and a part of it without being a part of it, because my family members got reputations, from here to Delaware, not to mention their names wherever I went. So, oh, that's such and such. Oh, yeah, that's your cousin from woo-woo-woo. Oh, yeah, we don't mess with him. We got to, I didn't have fights. I didn't have situations I had to get myself out of because who my family is. And it only made me become who I was. So it's like, just letting you know, find you a role model, find you a square. And I ain't saying go find somebody, and I ain't going to say their name. I ain't going to sit here and say, look up or be influenced by some of these podcasters. Because some of these podcasters ain't even living like that. Straight up. I'm gonna be first hand to tell you, they might have been like that at one point in time, but they're not living like that right now. So if they out there saying, hey, yeah, this was happening, this was going on, bro, I'm telling you, they not going back to the same trenches you going to. They going to wherever they gotta go live in the hills somewhere while you stuck on the block by yourself. Cause guess what? Probably after 9, 10 o'clock, half of y'all going to the club, half of y'all, finna go do whatever y'all finna go do. And the other half is stuck on the block with nothing to do, just out there. So, hey, I'm just telling y'all from experience. I've lived, been through some things. Everything I'm talking about on this YouTube, I'm not glorifying, but I'm telling you my life experiences. So, I just want that to stick in the teens, the younger generation's head, you feel me? So when you feel like, your homegirl, your homeboy, that you're going to probably go through whatever in life. Just know, at one point, it's going to be you or them. And I'm telling you, they're going to choose them before they choose you. They're going to choose to help themselves before they help you. So do what you got to do and stay out the way. Go to school. Get a trade. Get a job. And just do you and live your life. Don't worry about what the naysayers going to say, because you're going to have them everywhere in your life. You're going to have somebody to say, oh, you can't do this. You can't do that. Oh, that's what you want? Oh, we ain't rocking with it. But let the next person or a celebrity with clout do it. They're going to support them off the bat. You feel me? And life is already hard for us if you're a minority, black or brown. It's already hard enough for us. We go through day-to-day struggles. I mean, we learn how to pay bills before we know how to even, figure out what we want to do with our life. I didn't know what I want to do with my life at a young age. And when I did, it was like, I don't know if that's going to work. It was always somebody saying that's not going to work because it didn't work for them, or they didn't have no dreams, no ambition, or they wasn't driven, or didn't have no goals. So don't listen to people like that, kids, teenagers, next generation coming up to be young adults or being adults. Don't listen to them because they will cut you short. But on that one, that's my time. If you liked my content or this topic being talked about, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And shout out to all my paid status piranhas. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Tudo out.